There are people watching this around the country, around the world, or whatever, on Stickam.com, and I'll put in a plug, broadcastingcable.com, and we let them ask a couple questions.
Are you Twittering?
Yeah, you know me. So I'm going to look through these and see, yeah, that one's stupid. Okay, when Jay Leno moves to prime time, do you think NBC will program fewer hours of reality TV? That's from Les M in Los Angeles.
Crime of the night. I think that this will give us an opportunity to concentrate more scripted hours in 8 to 10, but what would transform our network quicker than anything else would be an American Idol-like hit.
Right.
And you look at what we've done with The Biggest Loser, and it's 2 hours have been phenomenal and growing year on year, and it delivers a high-end composition. So I think it's really going to be about more surgical reality shows like The Apprentice and Biggest Loser, which are on NBC brand, and probably less of the shotgun approach that we've done over the past 5 to 8 years. And I think you'll see in the fall a very heavily scripted concentration in that 8 to 10 block across Monday to Friday, which is also, we were ceding ground on Friday. Now we'll be back in scripted in a big way.
This is why you don't take questions.
What's this one? I love Alf.
Will you bring back Alf? Yeah, so.
I do like Alf. Talking puppets.
Another question I asked Anne was about the DVR and what's that done, and how big a measurement that deal is. So I'll ask you the same thing I asked her. In the Terminator movies, they went back and tried to kill the people who invented the computers. Would you go back in time and kill the people who invented TiVo, and what weapon would you use?
I think that I'm also surprised that TiVo. It's funny because the adaptation is so strong, but even TiVo probably wants to kill the people who took TiVo and now it's called DVR. It's owning Kleenex, and suddenly you're in the tissue business. But the fact is, I think that DVR is an unbelievably awesome tool for the consumer. We all love it. The probably first adapters was this room, in terms of embracing that technology, because it really works well.
True or false, though, you and I would be making more money if it never got invented.
Totally true.
Okay.
Totally true. But digital distribution was the inevitability. TiVo was the kind of face of it. But regardless, the moment that the pipes got wider and there was two-way and the ability to press pause, fast forward, time shift, whether it was TiVo or whatever that device was that you were interpreting the signal through, that's the moment we needed to make the adjustment. And I think a lot of the companies made the adjustment. I don't think the media companies get enough credit. The ESPN ABC merger, the NBC Universal cable asset reverse takeover of NBC. You look at the way the companies, and I think what we saw in the demerger that hurt CBS Viacom, at that moment, that's very interesting to see that we all have hedged. We all have, been trying to make sure that we're in all of these businesses. As we see technology evolve, we're continuing to make the most robust content in the world. It's just how do we harness it in these new platforms.